Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Sakura Succubus 7. My name is MS-Punk1, and last video um, everyone was gathered outside the place where Stefania was being held, and we went over the plan again before heading. Us by ourselves. I was heading into the building. And after looking around for a bit, we managed to find Elizabeth. And Stefania, rather. But it was all a trap. Because when we felt something at the back of our head, and everything goes black. So what will happen? What will happen now? Who's behind this? What? I blink, scattering white dots from the field of my vision, and lift my head. My head aches and I can feel a weight on my chest. My back is pressed against something cold and hard, and my limbs feel numb, as though they don't really belong to me. I can taste iron in my mouth and it's hard to breathe. What's going on? Why do I feel so weak? I blink a few more times and then... Yeah, I figured she was sitting on top of me. Finally my vision comes into focus, and when it does I discern swords on my current discomfort. I'm lying on the ground and there is somebody sitting on top of me. Very attractive somebody who looks fairly familiar. How do you mean by so close? Sure, you're sitting on me, but that doesn't mean we're close. A woman sitting astride me, pinning me to the ground with her thighs, has pale skin and long, fair hair. I've seen this woman before. I'm certain of that much. Though during our last encounter she was in a decidedly more rumpled state. I remember now that I saw her in the theme park. I ran into her and knocked her to the ground. I felt pretty bad about that, so I offered her my hand, but she declined. Now, how did our encounter go? I think it was a little like this. Yeah, that's right. I can remember being perturbed at the time on account of her knowing my name. I wondered how she learned it when I never had the chance to tell her, but I never had the chance to ask. I never thought I'd see her again, but it seems I was mistaken. A woman sitting astride me in the dark warehouse is definitely her. Though she doesn't look quite as I recall. She's dispensed with a frilly Victorian-style attire, and instead she's wearing something rather more form-fitting. I can see horns protruding from her scalp too, and wings from her back. Black bat-like wings, which flutter behind her. Yeah, I thought there was something odd about this woman when I first clapped eyes on her, but now I'm certain of it. She isn't an ordinary woman. She is instead, the Succubus. Right, it's nice to meet you too, Alice. That isn't a very Japanese name, it sounds pretty Western. I can't help but think of that popular children's book with the blonde girl who tumbled into Wonderland. Though this Alice has silver hair. There's something distinctly gothic about her, even attired in her succubus form. Well, I guess that fits. Edgy interpretations of the Alice character are pretty popular too. The name's not a common one, but I think it suits this woman. That doesn't really explain what she's doing here though, or why she's striding my chest in this old warehouse. What's going on? How do you know my name? What do you mean you were watching me? Could it be... Have you been stalking me? So you were stalking me. That answers no one's question, at least, but that answers one question at least, but what are you doing here? But why? Alice frowns while resting her pale fingers against my chest, just above my beating heart. You like me? Alice's expression twists. Alice leans in so as to bring her face to me, which is already perilously close to my own, only a few inches away from me. Alice dips her head, meaning I think to kiss me, but I preempt her. I'm used to a woman trying to kiss me at this point, and I'm able to jerk my head to one side before her lips can meet my own. Now wait just a second. I'm very flattered that you feel this way about me, Alice, but you're a perfect stranger. I don't know the first thing about you. I don't go around kissing women I never met before. Not often, at least. I penned inside my head while recalling my first meeting with Cosmos. You did way more than kiss her that time. In fact, you didn't even kiss her at that point, if I remember correctly. I hope Alice doesn't know about that. Just how much does she know about me and my relationships anyway? How long has she been watching me? She must know me well enough at least to know about my relationship with Stefania, or she wouldn't let her to lure me out. I'm pretty sure now that that's what happened, but I'd like some confirmation of that fact. I especially don't kiss women who forces themselves on me either. Were you the one who kidnapped Steffi, Alice? Were you the one who wrote that ransom note? There's a brief silence during which Alice observes me, her eyes narrowed before she replies. I knew it. You're heaping an awful lot of expectations upon my shoulders here. Doesn't seem very fair. I look away from Alice, my brow furrowed. She's pretty, yes, that much is undeniable. But a similar obsession with me, not to mention the length she went to go get my attention, are pretty yikes inducing. I don't think I want to commend this sort of behavior. Damn it. If I wasn't trapped beneath her, I'd give her shoulders a good proper shake. And I'm sorry, but I don't think I can forgive you for dragging Steffi into this. She's totally innocent. No, let me go. What do you mean? You won't let anybody come between us. Did you do something to the others? What about Marina, Ayo, and Cosmos, and Elizabeth? Yes, we do. I'm worried about them. You didn't hurt them, did you? Eh? What in the world did Alice do to Marina, Ayo, Cosmos, and Elizabeth? I can only imagine. Maybe it's a little something like this. Okay. Hey! I stare at Alice's face into her striking eyes. She's still pinning me to the ground. Her fingers curled about my wrists. Looks more like she has them on my chest, but okay. I just bore into mine with disturbing intensity. So much of a shudder. What did you do to the others? Don't tell me you hurt them. You were, it's true, but... Alice's eyes flash dangerously. So saying, Alice dips her head, then pushes her mouth against mine. I gasp into a kiss, surprised, which Alice of course uses to her advantage. The kiss is deep and intense, and I sigh against it. It feels as she kisses me like I'm sinking in a deep, dark swamp and all the way to the bottom, to a realm utterly devoid of light, from which I'll never be able to escape. Alice has me completely in her thrall. She caresses my cheek with one hand, and staring at me she murmurs in her voice low with lust. Soft sighs fall from Alice's mouth as we kiss, which if I weren't in such a precocious situation, I might find cute. As it is, however, I feel pretty gosh damned uncomfortable to be in this situation. And that's not just physical sense. Alice's kiss feels like draining me. Her body grows cold as she continues her onslaught of affection. The tips of my fingers are starting to feel distinctly numb, so much so I can't bend them. Alice's ardor is sapping my own strength. I know as Alice continues to kiss me that I'm in a pretty dire spot. Alice might be slighter than than me and shorter, but I'm no fit no fit state to throw her off me. I'm too tired. I guess that's her Succubus power, that she drains her victim, so to speak, of energy, so they won't have the energy to go against her. Like helpless princess from a fairy tale. I need somebody to come and rescue me. But who? Only people who knows I'm here are in similar states of helplessness themselves. Arena, Arya, Cosmos and Elizabeth all fell into Alice's trap. They won't be able to rescue me. Is this really it? Is this how my life ends? I don't want this to happen, but what can I do? Is there anything I can do? I'm only human. I'm weak and feeble, positively puny. Alice, meanwhile, is much stronger than I am, and she gets stronger with every kiss she steals from me. I can't withstand her. I'm almost beginning to give up on hope when... Let's see, who do we know? So someone we are dating and is not in a bind right now. Alice starts perhaps abashed and glances over her shoulder. I glance too, past Alice's head to the mysterious interloper who stepped inside the warehouse, and when my eyes meet theirs, I stare. Ah, you I know this woman, with her cool, icy gaze and her intense, indomitable aura. It's none other than Yue, the queen of the Succubus realm. She must have been watching me from the Succubus realm, as she occasionally does. And she must have seen too when I found myself in this dire situation. Now she come to save me, just like I dreamed. Darn, now that's a little embarrassing. I'm distinctly abashed being seen in an emasculating position like this, pinned bodily beneath Alice, my mouth swollen from the intensity of her kisses. Will that make you the handsome prince then? If I had to describe Yue's expression in a word, I'd say she looks pissed. If granted 2 words to describe the look of Yue's face, then I say she looks really pissed. Yue's ire isn't directed towards me, but to Alice. But even so, I feel myself shuddering. If looks could kill, Alice would be dead 10 times over. Alice herself seems to realize this, because she gets to her feet and stares at Yue alarmed. You surveys Alice, archly, her eyes narrowed. Dumbstruck Alice looks at me, then back at Yue. Quickly she puts two and two together. It's no mystery based on Yue's speech what our relationship is. Then gaps. Yuva extends her palm, and when she does, dark energy begins to gather about her fingertips. Yuva's eyes, which were already hard and flinty, grow harder still as she stares Alice down. Darkness whirling about Yuva's fingers grows more and more pronounced. Alice takes a step back. Perturbed, she holds her hands to her chest, her expression stricken when she says, Alice swallows. Here you snorts. Alice sniffles. Her eyes begin to bead with tears. Tears of embarrassment, perhaps at her own actions. Yuval lets her hand drop as she speaks, and the dark magical energy pulsating about her begins to dissipate. You must have realized, as I have while listening to Alice, that she isn't about to launch a counterattack. Alice looks to Forloon to try and strike a blow against Juve. Even if her heart wasn't breaking, which it seems to be, I don't think she would try to attack her anyway. Alice seems to respect Juve too much for that. A few moments of silence pass, during which Juve regards Alice and Alice regards Juve. During those quiet stated moments, neither of them speak. Perhaps neither of them know what to say. Alice is inhaling sharply, a breathing dragon, as her chest rises and falls. Juve, meanwhile, regards Alice with a curious expression upon her face. Juve doesn't look angry anymore, at least, but I'm not sure if she's sad either. Is she pitying instead? Does she feel sorry for Alice? Juve takes a step forth, the heels of her formidable shoes striking against the ground. Alice shrinks away from Juve like a startled cat might, but Juve doesn't draw back. Instead, she continues to walk towards her subject until they only a few feet away from each other. and then Yue reaches out. I can feel I can tell as Alice recalls that she fears Yue will enact upon her some kind of violent vengeance. She must be experiencing some kind of a blow, perhaps a slap across the face or fingers, furling in her hair. But contrary to Alice's expectations, Yue does none of those things. That's kinda cute. Instead, she takes hold of Alice's trembling hand and says, her voice gentle and almost motherly, shyly Alice cracks her eyes open and surveys Yue, blinking at her from beneath her sweep of long dark lashes. Alice's expression is incredulous, as though she can't quite believe what Yue is saying or doing, and for good reason. Only a few moments prior, Yue threatened to obliterate Alice. Now, however, Yue's expression is almost tender. Alice blinks, and as she does, she disturbs a few tears clinging to her lower eyelashes. These tears courses down her cheeks when drip onto the dirty floor of the warehouse. Alice gapes at Juve, her eyes almost comically wide. Alice whimpers, then after a pause leans forth and lets Juve embrace her, head cradled against Juve's chest. Oh, I hear footsteps and then the derisive laugh. I think we actually can end this video here actually at this point, because I'm starting to get out of time, I saw when I checked it. And so yeah, hope you liked this video, and if you did so, leave a like to it as usual, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.